and arrested at a school board meeting has been seen around the world. And now Hargrave, after a visit to jail, is urging her supporters to keep fighting for what's fair.
I'm appalled at this, and you should be too.
The outrage stemming from an incident Monday, beginning with Hargrave questioning why the superintendent was getting a pay raise of some $30,000. The teachers' union says they haven't seen a raise in nearly a decade.
I feel like it's a slap in the face to all the teachers, cafeteria workers, and any other support staff we have.
The board, explaining this was a time for public comments only, asked Hargrave to leave. She did, but for some reason, Hargrave was arrested out in the hallway.
She's the one that made the choices that got her arrested.
The school board, defending the arrest, is getting death threats.
There have been direct threats. You will die. People in your district will die.
And now the superintendent calls the entire situation unfortunate.
What happened at that meeting should not have happened. Should not.
And after watching this video, the city attorney and prosecutors say they won't be pressing any charges against the teacher, noting the officer who made the arrest, he was working for the school district, not the city. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
I want to take you back out to a live picture of Walnut Creek in Chautauqua County tonight. Water flowing pretty freely there. No ice jam, ice issues that we could see at this point tonight.
Fortunately, but you sure can see all the ice on the other side of that creek, can't you? Let's get the latest now from Chief Meteorologist Aaron Minkowski. He is in the 7 First Alert Weather Center. Aaron, how's it looking?
Well, we have so much to talk about. You've got a number of warnings. You see the ice jam flooding right there. We topped out today officially at 61 degrees. That set a new record for today, and that's what's causing the flooding issues across the region, and will continue to bring some ice jam flooding problems, especially as this rain is moving in, and expect some more trouble on the area creeks overnight tonight and into Friday. Winter storm warning posted for all of western New York Friday afternoon through Saturday afternoon for potentially significant snow and ice. Really, the ice is going to fall and accumulate before the snow. So you have the snow on top of the ice. We could see about 1/10 to almost 2/10 of an inch of ice accumulate Friday afternoon, and then the snow will be on top of that. That's how messy it's going to be. You can see on our 7 Super Doppler, here it is, the leading edge of some rain moving in. Abundant moisture. You can see it's coming all the way in from the Gulf of Mexico with this system. So we're talking a very moisture-laden air mass, and we're going to see a pretty good amount of rainfall overnight tonight into early Friday. We do have a flood warning in effect for central Erie County, low-lying areas, poor drainage areas, a lot of the underpasses. We'll see some standing water, and Cass Creek, Buffalo Creek, Cayuga Creek, those creeks will also be experiencing some ice jam flooding. And then we head further south toward northern portions of Chautauqua County and southwestern Erie County, also dealing with that flood warning, and we're noticing some ice jam flooding that'll continue along Cattaraugus Creek until 4:15 p.m. on Friday. Hour-by-hour forecast showing the rainfall across the area tonight. Early tomorrow afternoon, that rain will mix with and change over to freezing rain and sleet, and then snow after around 6 p.m. here in Buffalo, Dunkirk, Niagara Falls, and that snow will continue across the region into early Saturday, and you'll see that snow and that colder air continue to filter in from northwest to southeast across the area. Like I mentioned, a pretty significant rain event on top of the snow melt will continue to cause some problems. We're looking at a forecast of an inch or so of rainfall, and then we have the snow. We're also going to be dealing with some icing. Could see some pretty good icing early or Friday afternoon as we get into right along the Chautauqua Ridge. I think most of the ice will be across the southern tier, but you can see the ice accumulation a little bit higher there, northern portions of Niagara County. So really, no matter where you go Friday into Saturday, you're going to be dealing with freezing rain, sleet, and then snow. So no place is exempt from this system. You can see our Saturday snow totals, the highest amounts from southern portions of Chautauqua County through Cattaraugus and northern Allegheny counties, and southern portions of Wyoming County stretching to the south of Rochester. If the system were to move a little bit further to the east or west, then these numbers would change. So there is a chance for that. Right now you're looking at 4 to 7 inches, maybe 8 from Buffalo up toward Niagara Falls, Lewiston, Youngstown back toward Lockport, 8 to 12 across ski country, lower amounts as you make your way over towards southern portions of Allegheny County, where you folks will see more of an icing event. But again, if temperatures take a little longer to drop, we could see lower snow totals. Rain is likely tonight, temps holding near 50, winds will be strong. Early highs on Friday in the mid-50s. We'll have the rainfall, and then we'll change over to some snow and sleet and freezing rain later in the day as temperatures go from the mid-50s early in the day to mid-20s by lunchtime, or by dinner time, excuse me. Saturday, a cold day with that snow coming down. Your high just 15, staying cold on Sunday, a high of 13 degrees. Monday, snow shower 17, and then we hold in the 20s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we're back near 30 degrees as we get into next weekend.
It is not very often you see 56 to 15. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, and we're looking at 56 to around 26 just during the day on Friday. I didn't know what high temperature to put on Friday because it depends. If you wake up late, hey, where's my 50s?
Right. Depends on when you get up, right?
Yeah, so bottom line is really trying to emphasize 50s in the morning, 20s in the afternoon, rain to sleet, freezing rain and snow. Just be careful when you're out and about Friday afternoon.
I know you'll keep us updated.
That's what I do.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Guys, we want to tell you about something that's going on at a British zoo. Do you know what a pack of lemurs is called?
No.
It's called a conspiracy.
Really?
So a conspiracy of lemurs in a British zoo conspired to take over a reporter's live shot. And as you can see, they succeeded.
That's when I get out, right about there. And all new on 7 Eyewitness News at 5:30. Two big financial institutions team up now to give a big boost to Canalside and a project in the works. We'll have more coming up. I want to show you these photos of a massive cloud. Look at that. Over Sydney, Australia, you're looking at a large shelf cloud. They are low-hanging clouds that represent the leading edge of a line of thunderstorms. Pretty daunting right there. Actually quite common, though, in Sydney, even though I don't know if they're always that big, but wow.
What a sight in Sydney.
Wild looking, yeah.
A BBC reporter's live shot was hijacked by, you see it there, a pack of lemurs. Alex Dunlop was trying to report on an animal count at a zoo in Norfolk, England, but a pack of lemurs was not having it and instead, well, decided to mob him. The BBC segment was supposed to be an informative report on local zoo business. Instead, it was a wild and obviously hilarious moment that, of course, went viral.
They liked his cologne, apparently. And they just couldn't stay away from him. They're cute, those little
Very friendly.
He seems to like them, too.
Yeah.
Very friendly. I like them. Yeah.
All right, weather, big story today here in western New York. Let's take a look at a live picture right now. Walnut Creek, where the water is finally flowing freely again after a massive ice jam earlier today. Aaron is back with us again to check on the flooding and a look at what's coming up as we head into the weekend. Snow. Also, an ABC exclusive tonight, Tanya Harding opens up about her life and discusses the attack on figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. Don't go away. You're watching 7 Eyewitness News. All new tonight on 7 Eyewitness News at 5:30. State police will soon have eyes in the sky. They're gearing up to start using drones. So, what does that mean for you and your privacy? We'll take a peek. And if losing weight is a priority, we're helping you trim the fat and cut out any confusion. We have a list of the top-rated diets for 2018. But first, neighbors, nerves on edge tonight. Ice jams clogging a number of local waterways this week, causing some flooding issues and paving the way now for possible evacuations in some communities down in the southern tier. 7 Eyewitness News closely watching every local waterway for you today, including Walnut Creek. This is in Chautauqua County. And that's where we find 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Slauson tonight. Jeff, how is the situation there right now?
Now, Keith, there is Keith, there is a flood watch warning in effect here in Silver Creek. Now, that's due to the fact of the water here and ice that was essentially clogging up the creek. Now, crews were out all day today trying to remove the ice. They were able to lower the level of the creek. However, there still are concerns with the heavy rain that's coming down now. Now, those concerns are obviously a big deal due to the fact of flooding that is a possibility. What? Now, if you are in a flood zone and there is a chance that your home can be bombarded with some of the flooding, then what you're suggested to do is move all of your valuables up to one of the highest points in the house. And if water does enter the home, make sure you get yourself out of that home as soon as possible. Now, as you can see, the water is starting to flow pretty well here. They were able to open up the divide between Lake Erie and Silver Creek. This is a good sign for those homes. However, the creek did already go up about 6 inches today, so still very dangerous conditions. The hope is that the water levels can start to go down despite the fact that we're seeing pretty heavy rains here in Silver Creek. Live in Silver Creek, Jeff Slauson, 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jeff, thanks for the update from there. Now, some pretty crazy weather here in Western New York right now. 50s today, but wait till you see what's coming in the next day or day and a half. Let's go now to 7 Eyewitness News Chief Meteorologist Aaron Mikowski to check on what's headed our way.
Yeah, Keith, officially we hit 61 degrees today. That broke the old record of 59 for this date. That was set back in 2006 and also in 1978. So record warmth today to significant snow and ice as we get into late Friday and Saturday. So here's what you can expect. Rain across the area tonight. That rain will continue into early Friday. We get into Friday afternoon, we'll have sleet and freezing rain across the region. And then we get into Friday night, right into Saturday, expect snow. We'll see a flash freeze on Friday. What does that mean? Temperatures are going to go from the 50s early in the day with a lot of standing water, drop to the 20s, drop below freezing very quickly with a very strong cold front that's going to move through. So expect roadways and sidewalks and parking lots and your cars to ice up very quickly as we head into Friday afternoon. Here's your forecast as we head into tomorrow and tonight. Actually, you're going to find temps holding in the 50s, even at 8 a.m. We're still at 53 degrees. Between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., though, that cold front moves through. We go from low 50s to mid 40s. Then we're in the 30s by 1 p.m. Notice the wind staying rather strong, around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now, we have a number of precipitation types to expect tonight into tomorrow. We're going to start off with that rainfall as temperatures will be above freezing. Now, during the day on Friday, some colder air is going to be moving in at the surface. So the lower levels of the atmosphere will see temperatures right near 30 degrees, so below freezing. It'll be a shallow layer of this cold air. So we'll see some sleet and some freezing rain early in the afternoon. As the day moves along, more cold air will filter in and that wintry mix will change over to snow. So we go from rain to freezing rain, sleet to snow on Friday. Be careful. You'll find a lot of black ice across the area. Roadways, bridges, and overpasses will be slick on Friday. We'll talk more about how much snow you can expect with my full forecast straight ahead.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. Thanks, Aaron. Remember this geyser from 47th Street in the city of Niagara Falls? This water main break happened back in December, and tonight repairs are finally underway. We paid a visit to the site today, and as you can see, crews are on the scene working. The Water Board first noticed this break back in the middle of December. It forced Niagara Falls High School to close for a couple of days. The break also created some issues for Niagara Falls Memorial Medical Center, but as you can see, repairs are underway. New York State Police soon will have an eye in the sky and an eye on you as well. This is one of our top stories on our website today, and many people asking this question now: what and why are law enforcement agencies using drones for? Our 7 Eyewitness News reporter Josh Bazan did a little bit of digging today, and here's what he found out.
Drones are not necessarily a new tool for law enforcement. Here in Western New York, the West Seneca Police Department has been using drones since last summer, and the state has been using drones in other departments for quite some time. The Department of Environmental Conservation uses its fleet of drones to survey natural resources and, as this video shows, to locate diesel fuel that dumped into a brook. Like these agencies, New York State Police says drones help them respond to emergencies fast.
And the idea is to have the drone capability locally available to the troop commander so that, it's an asset that they can deploy readily and rapidly.
New York State Police says it will use its new drones to document crime scenes and car accidents, survey damage following natural disasters or severe weather, and help during search and rescue missions. It gives troopers many of the benefits of a helicopter without taking as long to get into the air and without the price tag.
A lot of cost savings that we expect to see once we start utilizing drones for some of these operations. They won't replace manned aircraft. There will still be a need to transport personnel, equipment, things like that cannot be done by a drone.
According to state police, the agency has specific policies in place that allow for a drone to be used, and troopers won't be allowed to use it to watch certain communities.
We have no intention to just monitor people and just keep an eye on people. There's not going to be a big brother aspect to it. There's specific missions for the drone when it will be deployed.
Josh Bazan, 7 Eyewitness News.
Another day, another allegation of sexual misconduct. Today, the president of the University of Rochester resigned, effective the end of next month. Joel Seligman announced his decision just hours after a report on the allegations of misconduct on campus became public. But he says he had actually made that decision to leave before that happened. Seligman says he will take a year's sabbatical and then return to the campus as a professor. The allegations apparently involved a tenured professor at the school. Seligman's resignation letter was sent to Danny Wegman, who is chairman of the university's board of trustees. When it comes to Buffalo development, the brand new Explore and More Children's Museum here in downtown Buffalo got a big boost today. KeyBank and the First Niagara Foundation announcing a $500,000 donation this morning towards construction of the facility.
The gift further strengthens our mission to provide the children with resources to create opportunities where they can open doors to creativity, curiosity, and imagination.
The new Kids Museum is all set to open up by the end of this year along the ice rinks down at Canal Side. It will feature 7 educational play zones offering hands-on activities and family-friendly exhibits that tell the story of Buffalo. Straight ahead tonight, ice cream lovers, check your freezer. We have a frozen treat recall you'll want to take note of. Also, looking to skip the ice cream and maybe lose a few pounds, we have a list of this year's very best diets. And one local theater is going high-tech. We'll take a special sneak peek behind the curtain of Kavinoky Theater. We'll show you what's going on. And a woman is dead after flames erupt inside of her Buffalo home early this morning. Tonight, police have their eyes on her boyfriend as a person of interest. On the business beat on this Thursday, here's what happened on Wall Street in New York. Another big day for most stocks. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up by 206 points today. The Nasdaq gained 58 and the S&P 500 up by 19. Don't go away. You're watching 7 Eyewitness News at 5:30. We have a consumer alert for you tonight. Ice cream bars that were sold at a number of stores all over New York, including Aldi's, are being recalled now over listeria concerns. Now, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration notes that all orange cream bars and chocolate-coated vanilla ice cream bars from Fieldbrook Foods Corporation that were made here in New York at a plant in 2017 may be infected. Anyone who purchased these products can return them to the store for a full refund. Eating healthy and losing a few pounds, always at the top of most people's to-do list in the new year. And while making the resolution is pretty simple, choosing the right diet can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. Here's 7 Eyewitness News health reporter Paula D'Amico.
It seems like there's always a new diet trend popping up, and to help narrow down some of the choices, U.S. News and World Report compiled a list of the best diets for 2018. Tied at number 1, the Mediterranean and the DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. Both put emphasis on fruits, veggies, whole grains, and low-fat dairy foods. The Mediterranean is ranked as one of the best diets for diabetes, and the DASH is often recommended to lower blood pressure. Coming in third, the flexitarian diet. This is basically a vegetarian diet that gives you the flexibility to eat more fish on occasion. And coming in fourth is the ever-popular Weight Watchers diet. Wondering which diet came in last? The high-protein, high-fat, and low-carb diet known as keto. Experts rank the diet poorly on long-term weight loss success, ease of use, and overall impact on health. Happy dieting, Western New York. Stay healthy with today's Health Minute. I'm Paula D'Amico, 7 Eyewitness News.
Still ahead tonight, President Trump again attacking the Russia investigation today. Plus,
I mean, this is my sanctuary. I just love it so much. That's why I'm here.
Tonya Harding, 24 years after the attack, where she is now and what she's doing. Here's a live look from Skywatch 7 on this Thursday night. Downtown Buffalo, the Erie Basin Marina, and out into the lake. Aaron's most accurate forecast is coming up. Don't go away.
You are watching 7 Eyewitness News with Keith Radford and 7 First Alert meteorologist Aaron Menkowski.
From Washington today, President Trump ramping up his attacks on the Russia investigation. He also continues to make comments concerning his ex-political foe, Hillary Clinton. All of this as the House has now voted to approve a controversial surveillance bill that the president first criticized and opposed, but now he's supporting. Here's ABC's Kenneth Moton.
President Trump again attacking the Russia investigation, on Twitter suggesting Republicans should finally take control.
Yes, there was absolutely no collusion. Everybody knows it.
This morning, Trump quoting Fox News reports about a surveillance law, FISA, just before it was approved in the House. Tweeting, "This is the act that may have been used with the help of the discredited and phony dossier to so badly surveil and abuse the Trump campaign." Within minutes, Trump reversed his Twitter position on FISA, saying, "Today's vote is about foreign surveillance on foreign bad guys on foreign land. We need it." It's unclear what role, if any, the dossier on alleged ties between Russia and members of the Trump campaign has played in special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Trump now seeming to backtrack on whether he's willing to sit down for an interview with Mueller's team.
We'll see what happens. I mean, certainly I'll see what happens. But when they have no collusion and nobody's found any collusion at any level, it seems unlikely that you'd even have an interview.
Nearly a year in office, the president still taking on Hillary Clinton.
Hillary was not for a strong military.
White House counselor Kellyanne Conway pressed on CNN about the president repeatedly bringing up Clinton.
We don't care about her. Nobody here talks about her. Hey, Chris, nobody here talks about Hillary Clinton, I promise you.
Hours after that comment, a tweet from the president attacking the FBI's investigation into Clinton. Trump asking, where are Crooked Hillary's emails? On the Russia investigation, several top congressional Republicans have once again called on the president to let special counsel Robert Mueller do his job. Kenneth Moton, ABC News, Washington.
Tonight, an exclusive report here on ABC. Tonya Harding opens up about her life and she discusses the attack on figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. It was way back in the 1994 Winter Olympics when this happened. Kerrigan was injured after she was struck in the knee with a metal bar. Harding's husband, bodyguard, and others were all implicated in the attack. While Harding did go on to compete in the Olympics that year, the incident ultimately ended her career as a professional skater. More than 2 decades later now, Harding is happily married with a young son. She says she's been given a second chance at life and she's ready to put the past behind her.
Finally. And it started at 39. I had my son at 40. So the first half of my life, I'm actually maybe getting a do-over. So that's why I'm here.
It's a special report, Truth and Lies, the Tonya Harding story. It airs tonight right here on 7 ABC at 9 o'clock. All right, let's check in once again with our chief meteorologist, Aaron Menkowski. He's over in the 7 First Alert Weather Center, and boy, there's lots going on out there.
Certainly a lot going on. Let's start with the almanac page for today, Keith. I want to show you, we set a record high for today. Our high, 61 degrees, broke the old record of 59 set back in 2006. 30 degrees above normal. Your low today, just 48 degrees. Of course, the sun already set. Comes up tomorrow morning at 7:45. The rain coming down, 57 degrees right now. Winds out of the south at 8 miles per hour. Well, the warmer temperatures and now the rainfall. Lake Erie, which was getting close to being iced over, down to 63% ice coverage. Still a lot of ice along the western and central end of the lake, but a fair amount of open water as you make your way over toward western New York. So with the melting of the snowfall and the ice pack, we're dealing with the flooding issues, and now rainfall moving in, so expect some more ice jams and more ice jam flooding across the area tonight. 57 in Buffalo, 56 in the Falls, 52 right now in Jamestown. Temperatures tonight holding in the 50s. You're going to start off your Friday with 56 degrees here in Buffalo. Cold front comes through between around 8 and 11. And then look at this, by 2:30, we're at 31 degrees. I should say 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then temperatures drop, that colder air filtering in from northwest to southeast across the area. And then Saturday morning, temperatures hovering right near 10 degrees. So we go from 61 to near 10 on Saturday. We have winter storm warnings posted for all of western New York. Most of them start at 1 p.m. on Friday, except for Orleans, Genesee, and Wyoming counties. You folks, your warning begins at 4 p.m. on Friday and continues into Saturday afternoon. We'll have freezing rain and ice and then snow on top of that. You can see on our 7 Super Doppler, a lot of rainfall moving through the region right now. Is steady soaking rain tonight. Abundant moisture coming in all the way from the Gulf of Mexico. We're talking significant rain across the area tonight, which will lead to some flooding. We have an aerial flood warning in effect for central Erie County, so you'll find a lot of standing water under the underpasses. Also, low-lying poor drainage areas will deal with flooding, and expect some ice jam flooding, Cazenovia Creek, Cayuga Creek, Buffalo Creek. We also have flood warnings in effect for northern portions of Chautauqua County and southwestern portions of Erie County. That's in effect until 4:15 on Friday. So here's the rain tonight into early Friday morning. And then a wintry mix Friday afternoon with freezing rain and sleet. And then late Friday afternoon, Friday night, that wintry mix changes over to snow. Then that snow will really pile up Friday night into early Saturday. You will see some icing across the area by around 3 p.m. on Friday, especially from Niagara Falls, Buffalo, and along the thruway toward Erie. Then that ice will fill in across the southern tier Friday afternoon into Friday night. Snow totals, well, they're going to be pretty impressive in parts of the area, especially south and east of Buffalo. Really, depending on the storm track, this higher snow amount could push westward or go further off toward the east. You're looking at about 4 to 8 inches Buffalo northward, 8 to 12 for Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, southern Wyoming, and northern portions of Allegheny County, 4 to 8 as you make your way over toward Wellsville. Tonight, temperatures holding near 50 degrees. Rain is likely with mild temperatures and strong winds. Early highs in the mid-50s on Friday. Morning rain, afternoon sleet, freezing rain, then changing over to snow as temperatures drop from the 50s into the 20s by dinner time. Here's a look at the extended outlook. Saturday, a cold day with snow. Your high 15, 13 on Sunday, and then temperatures holding in the teens on Monday. We're back in the 20s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Keith.
We'll just have to hold on. All right, thanks, Aaron. Let's see now what we're working on coming up for 7 Eyewitness News tonight at 6 o'clock. Ashley is live in the newsroom for us right now.
Keith, neighbors in the southern tier are bracing for floods and evacuation. We have live team coverage. Plus, a deadly fire in Buffalo claims the life of a 27-year-old woman. The person of interest and the latest on the investigation coming up on 7 Eyewitness News at 6. Keith?
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Ashley. Also still ahead tonight, we are hitting the stage at the Kavinoky Theater to check out some very high-tech stage magic. Our man Mike Randall's on the story. You're watching 7 Eyewitness News. Don't go away. All right, did you know there's some new razzle-dazzle in town right now, the kind usually reserved for rock concerts? Our man Mike Randall goes behind the scenes at Kavinoky Theater.
We're backstage at the Kavinoky Theater checking out some high-tech theater magic.
You get in there, do you see these little tiny pixels? That's where the light emanates from.
Managing Director Lorraine O'Donnell is showing off their newly acquired LED curtains.
People have seen these screens before. Whenever you go to a rock concert, you know, the big screens in the back. That's basically what these are.
The computerized curtains work just like a TV set.
If I push this forward, you can see there are all the pixels. To diffuse it, we put this rear projection screen in front of it.
And can project anything.
Lynn Kurzler from Otto, who's our director, has worked with these screens for the past 10 years in Europe. So she understands the power of these screens.
The new acquisition is getting its first workout in the Cavs' current production of Mamma Mia. Lorraine O'Donnell is in the show and offered us a sneak peek.
Dancing Queen, feel the beat of the tambourine, oh yeah. That's all I got. You're gonna have to come to see the show for the rest of it.
For this show, there's a beach scene, nightmare sequence, and lots more. Theater tech Jeff Tosin says this new arrival opens up a lot of possibilities.
Is this a fun new toy? It is. It's definitely a fun new toy.
The computer-operated screens were purchased with a grant from the Perry Fund, and according to Lorraine, will not upstage the powerhouse performers who will appear in front of them.
And I'm on stage with Debbie Pappas, who's playing Donna, and Lisa Ludwig, who's playing Tanya. And the three of us we've known each other for 25 years, so there's no acting required.
Mamma Mia runs through January 28th, a production guaranteed to dazzle you with enough music and theater magic to really take the chill off.
Oh, thank you.
In Buffalo, Mike Randall, 7 Eyewitness News.